What's up, everybody? You know what this is here? The Book of Nucci. I got some good NFL stuff. I wasn't even going to touch NFL for a minute, but the fantasy football drafts are right around the corner. August 1st is Sunday, I believe. We're a month away from the games, just about. Getting a little excited about football, so I'm just going to tap into a couple quick hitters just to spark the brains of guys that are looking at wagers and what you might want to do for seasons and futures. Now, before I get into that, me personally, when I'm doing like a good futures bet for the whole season, I don't like to do it on my phone. I don't know why. I go to the window, either at the William Hill over at Monmouth or at DraftKings or the FanDuel up north. But I like to take the ticket and put it in, like keep it in my drawer or something, and have it for the year. It just feels different when you have that ticket of that team future. So I got 5. I got futures, all different little flavors that I want to go over real quick and kind of get your take on what you think and which way you would go on it. So first, I got a couple players futures. I'm going to go with my best one first. To me, this quarterback last year he was a rookie. I think he was a rookie at least. He definitely didn't play like one. For me not to remember if he's a rookie or not, that just goes to show you how good he was. I love this quarterback. I remember him playing against Tampa, Tommy, one weekend. Had him on the ropes, threw like 3-4 touchdown passes in the first half. This kid was lights out all year. I love him. Checked his over-unders for touchdown passes. And Justin Herbert, in a 17-game season, is set at 28.5 touchdown passes. I like Herbert. I like the over on Justin Herbert. 17 games. I think he could throw 29 or 30. Definitely. I'm a big fan of that kid. I know everybody's talking about Joe Burrow coming back, and Baker's coming up now, and the usual suspects. Of course, Mahomes and Lamar and everybody, the greats, Tommy Boy and Aaron Rodgers. But I don't know, man. Herbert is my next dude. When they have that piece next in Sports Illustrated and shit, who's next? I think Herbert might be the best quarterback in that draft when it's all said and done. You got 2 in that draft. Herbert showed me a lot last year. Give me Herbert and over the 28.5 touchdowns for the season. Put that ticket in, put it in the drawer, thank me after the season. My second one is a little tricky, but it's a fun shot that I would take, and it's not going to be for a lot. Herbert is going to be my A+ amount. My second one, all right, this is going to be dicey. A lot of people are going to disagree with me because I know what you're already going to say. Oh, but they got Mike Evans and they got yes. Antonio Brown is set at 700 yards, okay? Last year he got there. There was chaos. He had to get in with the team. 700 yards for Antonio Brown. I think it's better that he's got Godwin and Evans in the running game and Tommy. I think he'll do 700 in his sleep. I think he's too talented. I think they're going to have chemistry, with the preparation of the quarterback that Tom Brady is. I think they're going to hit the ground running this year. And I think Godwin and Evans will just keep defenses honest. And Antonio's 700 will be like clockwork. So I got Herbert over 28.5 touchdowns. AB over 700. A dude that gets 1,500. He ain't that. What's he, 32? He's not 80. So give me Antonio with the over 7. I'll roll with that. On the same tip of guys that have let us down a little bit lately, we're going to roll that over. I got Fat Boy Zeke. Hey, remember this guy? Freed me a couple years ago. Freed me. Well, he got that stack, and he's been eating ever since because Ezekiel Elliott has not been the Ezekiel Elliott from Ohio State that I saw get like 5 touchdowns in that last game. I didn't even know who he was because I wasn't even following college. And I remember him. Then on Dallas, he was a certain way. Got that stack. Hasn't been the same. I hear he's in ridiculous shape. it's kind of a sink or swim situation for Ezekiel Elliott. He has stunk, and he got the bag before Dak. So, 17-game season. Dallas is not exactly that alternating running back style. He's the bell cow. He's only set at 1,100 yards. I'm going Zeke over, and I'm a Giants fan, but this is money. We're talking about wagers here. I'm going Zeke over the 1,100 because I feel like if he doesn't get over 1,100, Dallas has no shot at anything. He's in great shape, and this guy was a sprinting champion in track when he coming up. Sprinting champion, 100 meters. Don't think just because he's thick. This guy's got sprinting speed. So if he gets his fat ass in shape and he comes correct, he should be okay. So Herbert, 28.5 touchdowns over. Brown, over 700 yards receiving. Zeke, over 1,100 yards rushing. The last two, pretty simple. Teams. We got Aaron Rodgers, the MVP, the bad man, coming into Green Bay, posting with Devontae Adams, the last dance. 17 games, Packers over 10. That was my first team that I'm going with. I'm going to go Packers over 10. I'm not going to get into all the details. That's a whole show's worth. And just because I'm a Giants fan, Giants are set at 7, which is very low, especially in a 17-game season. So the Giants, I went over 7. So hopefully they can squeak out an 8 and 9, and I can win. But I'm hoping for better than that. I'm just a little worried about Saquon because last year, before he got hurt, he couldn't make a yard. It worried me. He was running into walls consistently, and then I figured out maybe they just can't run block. And then when Gallman came in later, he ran great. So I'm a little worried about Saquon, but I do like the progress of Danny Jones. I like the fact that we got Galladay, and we got, a decent defense, and we'll see. I'll go with them. But Herbert, over 28.5, big stakes. Antonio Brown should go over 7, but I don't completely trust him. Half the stake on him. Another half a stake on the other fatso. Because if you break your word, you're not in shape, you go a little wacky, I can't do heavy wagers on you. But those are two guys that jumped out at me. So the mortgage on Herbert, little fun on Brown and Zeke. And right now, Green Bay over 10, Giants over 7. And that's it for now. I'll be back.